Hello and welcome back to Wario Land 3. This is Bio Enchanted, and today we'll be seeing what that fuzz unlocked. The reason I'm back at the first level though is because I was doing a bit of grinding. So we'll start from the volcano's base and we'll see quite an obvious section on the left here that wasn't there before, because now the fault has caused the earthquake. This part of the volcano's base has crumbled. I do quite like it's in roughly the right place as well for where it was on the map, like on the little picture on the map with the big hole at the bottom. It kind of fits where it is, and I quite like those kind of visual things where they keep it consistent. And also we can now go under here, and this is now a big hole. So we've seen where the chest is for this area, we just need to actually get to this blue key so we can open it, while avoiding all these bubbles, which I do a lot better at than normal. And of course, same thing here, there's a current going down. Now the tricky part here is we can't just go out the way we came, because if we look up here, there's no way back. It's just a sheer thing. So we have to go all the way down so we can go back up. So of course, time to get past a lot more of these bubbles. So I've got pretty good at these bubbles, so that's pretty nice. And of course, now we have to get up here. But this is way too high to jump. And that's where these bats are going to really come in handy. This is the first area where we'll actually have to use Vampire Wario. Of course, keep away from any water. We get into Bat Wario mode and just start mashing the button to fly as high as we can. Get past the water drop, but of course, Wario can't break blocks in this form. So we do have to switch back right now, which is a little annoying. But I think it's just teaching you how the Vampire Wario works now that we're actually in an area where we have to use it for the first time properly. So now that we've actually dealt with that, it's time to get past all these water droplets and be very careful in doing so, because it can be quite tricky to go up, and this is a little bit annoying really. I hate anything where you have to just mash the button. It's very annoying to actually do. Especially when you have to mash it to go higher and higher, it's just a pain. And of course now we have to avoid all this water as well. So you have to be very accurate. Which is much harder on a small Game Boy screen where the colours are going all blurry. It's much easier on a computer screen. So this is far easier than it should be. So now we've got the key. It's time to actually go to the chest and see what's in there. Interesting, a little horn. And of course there are two other levels that got things opened up in them. So let's head to them, shall we? Notice that the volcano's got like a big crystal plugging it up. It's a pretty cool visual thing. You can only really see it from that one level, from that one face though, from the north face. With all these annoying little fire guys as we do our usual route through this area. Because there's not really much else we can do. This area is a little bit annoying, at least right now, because we just have to do this route every time we have to come through here, and it's kind of a pain. And that guy seems to have gone anyway, so that's pretty nice. So let's just move on, shall we? Oh, he's not completely gone, but there we go. As long as we can get rid of him, so that he doesn't respawn. Yeah, these guys are annoying. I really hate these little fire guys. It's not going to take too much longer, don't worry. Also, I'm just kind of breaking whatever blocks I can along the way, although not being too obnoxious about it, because I just want to have as many of the coins as I can for when we come up with more of those golf minigames, because as you may have guessed from all the failures I've had at them, I'm terrible at them. And there's a door here that wasn't there before, because this was previously just wall. It's quite interesting. But now that we've got rid of the fire guys, we can actually go in the door and see what's in there. Clearly we need to use our kind of floaty Wario to get through this area. This is quite an easy key to get, but now of course you have to figure out where the chest is. I'm being careful not to fall all the way out, because that would be very annoying. So at first I thought I had to go up here, but there's actually no way to do that. That's completely a red herring. I kind of realised my mistake pretty much immediately, so now I know what I need to actually do. I need to get some from over here. So we can go past the pipe. But yeah, this is just me trying to get into the pipe, but yeah, it just does not work. We clearly have to go to the right then. And then, of course, I screwed up and ended up right back outside. Huge pain. Don't worry, that only happens once. Wouldn't be a Wario video without an embarrassing screw up, would it? It's very on brand for him, really. And of course, you have a few of these you have to go through. And given the rule of 3, this last one's a bit trickier, because now we have to get through all these spikes. While avoiding killing the jellyfish against the ceiling, because if you push the jellyfish against the ceiling, that's a huge pain. And there's the chest. A little harder than the last one, but not too difficult. And we have another horn. So next it's time to see what's at the bottom of the stagnant swamp. Because now it's a lot emptier. Not completely empty, but a lot emptier. So it's time to figure out where we need to actually go to get the red chest, because of course we've got the silver key, but we need the red one right now. So it's time to do a little exploring and see what's new, what we can do that we couldn't do before. There's a lot of these to break still. So maybe there's something in here that wasn't there before, we'll see. Oop. I'm on the right track, it's just not the right area. So let's head back around and see what else we can find, since that clearly wasn't it. That was just the chest to leave, that we had before the silver chest. That's promising, though. This pipe leads to a turtle friend. Similar to the rabbit, actually. But unlike the rabbit, the turtle's not actually helping the bosses. And of course we have a boss here as well. This star-nosed mole, I believe is what it's meant to be. I think. I'm not entirely certain. It kind of looks a bit like one, but it also looks like the star-nosed parts on its bum, so it's kind of hard to tell what it actually is. But whatever it is, it's kind of horrifying. But we also don't have the key yet, so let's just ignore it for now. And see what else we can find in this area. Just wanted to play around with these, but I kind of quickly realised this was not the right track. It's this way we need to go. That just leads back to the exit of the boss arena. We need to find something between the pipes. And here it is. And this is a really weird and annoying room, because we have to get this mole guy. I think the idea is we're meant to actually get the mole to dig through everything for you, but I keep getting caught out by him, so what I end up doing is brute forcing it and just charging into the walls myself to break them, and of course, like, making more and more of the path happen. And I know you're meant to, like, have him dodge around him so that he breaks the walls for you, but I'm just terrible at it, so I just brute force it. And now we'll see the route this opens up by doing this, because it's much easier to just not have to deal with him, because now we can just ignore him and just do the rest of this and get enough of a head start, because dodging around him would have been a huge pain anyway, even if we tried to. I'm glad that it doesn't make you do it by having them be unbreakable blocks, because while that would have been more of an interesting gameplay challenge, it also could have been kind of annoying to have to do. So it's nice that they don't make you do it, and there's a nice little shortcut there as well. Nothing up there, can't really get up the other way, so time to exit the only way we can. And now we've got the key. Time to take care of that boss fight. With the beaver mole thing, whatever it ends up being, the spinny thing on the wall. Maybe it's an insect, it's kind of hard to tell. Because it's got a weird number of legs as well. Whatever it is, it's just a strange little creature. It's a little bit weirdly cute. I like a little sad, a little angry silhouette it makes as well. That's quite cute. But of course I skip a lot of deaths here, because this fight is actually really difficult, because unlike the other fights, where you had to kind of like be very careful, like watch the boss and just kind of like avoid its attacks and stuff, in this case, the boss doesn't really attack you, but you can't really see what it's doing. So at any point it could be facing its spiky part towards you. But yeah, the way it's moving, I think it is a star-nosed mole, because it is leading with the spiky face. But as you can see, it's quite difficult. You have to kind of keep to the right so that you can recover if you screw up and fall off the wall. And it's kind of hard to, sometimes I kind of like figure out how to lure him into a different direction as well. Like into like being a little bit low on the wall if it's too high to get above him, because you have to hit him from above, because you have to drop onto him. While holding down as well, otherwise you would do damage. You have to hold down to stomp him. Like that. But yeah, not sure what that was. Beaver, mole, whatever it was, we've defeated it now. And we've got a turtle friend back. Much like with the rabbit. And here we have another little crystal thing. I'm not sure if the two horn things were meant to be part of the crystal thing, but like, they're different colours, so that's clearly not what it is. Kind of hard to tell what we're looking at here, really. Especially because it doesn't really become anything, it just does this. And then it blows out the volcano. And of course, this is the most destructive thing we've done so far. Everything we're doing is getting more and more destructive. It only leads you to wonder what these music boxes will do when we collect all 5 of them. We've only got 2 so far. We've already blown the heck out of the island. So I'll see you next time as we explore the crater and the hole. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and check out my Patreon as well. Speaking of, thank you to James Rossi for supporting me on Patreon.